It's so hard to start these videos as if I'm addressing an audience because I only ever record these videos when I'm having these unidentifiable moments with myself and I want to try and figure it out. So basically, hello, random invisible audience. Welcome to a video where I have absolutely no idea what I'm about to talk about. But here we are. So somewhere inside of me, I have this idea that there exists some ideal life and some ideal version of me that just coexist freely together. And I'm really sorry if you can hear my upstairs neighbors. I don't feel like attaching a microphone, so I guess I'll use my phone just so that I have something. But
alright, so for the longest time I've felt that there's this ideal state of being, and I've been on an insane journey to try and find whatever that is. And it's like I've found that state of being, but there's still some part of me that I don't know if it's just my external life doesn't really match up to what I really desire, but it still feels like something is missing. If I were to ask myself right now if I'm happy, the answer would be an absolute yes. I, myself, am happy. I'm happy with who I am, finally. I feel like inside of myself, I'm happy with myself for the first time in my life. And with that being true, it basically to me means that it doesn't matter what my outside life looks like. I will always be happy. And so I am happy. But I don't know, it's like my external life is so fucking small and shitty, honestly, compared to my inner life and the outer life that I desire. And so even though I'm happy, I wake up happy, and I guess I'm just like content, and there's no real like negative emotions in my life at all anymore. But I guess I would be lying to myself if I said that I was like truly happy, because I keep a journal of my mood, and there's nothing wrong with being in a neutral state and there's nothing wrong with just being chill and in a positive state that's very like low energy, I guess. And that's where I feel like I've been coasting for a while now. It's like I just feel neutral. Like I'm not really joyful, and I'm not, like, nothing's wrong, but I don't feel necessarily alive, and like alive as in the most vibrant and exuberant expression of myself that I could be. So I don't know, I just feel like kind of lifeless and void and neutral. Like I don't feel bad, I just don't feel super good. I'm at a place now where I feel neutral and I feel positive and I feel really great a lot of times. But I came out of a place where I felt so horrible on a daily basis. It was like my inner world was so fucking unhappy for years of my life. And then slowly that started to like go between happy and unhappy and happy and unhappy, and now I feel like I'm at this level where there's no more unhappy, really. And it's almost like there's really nothing wrong with that. It just leaves me like that's a good life. That's a great life. But it just leaves me with this feeling that I don't know, it's like there's this feeling that I can feel the lack of the positive emotions that I know exist. If that makes any sense. It's like I can feel that those positive emotions are missing. And that's not a bad thing. If there was one thing inside of me that I could describe as being my inner flame, the thing at the base of all that I am, that constantly ignites my life, that flame is this insane desire inside of me to attain this ideal life that I feel exists in me somewhere. And it's like, let's say I had access to the structure of reality, and I take my consciousness and just bring it to God and be like, hey, plot me into a life where this, and this, and this are all present. And no part of me has chosen those things because I think they will make me happy, because I don't need anything to make me happy. I am happy. So my soul has chosen those things, like, because somewhere inside of me, I know that those things are my home being that ideal life that I know exists and that I'm meant for. And although I can't just take my consciousness out of this reality and bring it to God and be like, hey, put me in a reality that matches my desires, I can't physically do that. But in a way, honestly, I can. Because, God, I can't explain it. I can't. But I honestly feel like my external reality is so unreal compared to the realness that is inside of myself. And my inner reality is so much bigger and stronger and more true. It's more real to me than my external world. It's like this life, this apartment that I find myself in, this town that I find myself in, this job that I have, the people in my life that I know right now, they are all such temporary, fleeting things. And I know that I've just landed in this place for a certain amount of time because it's what my path needed at this moment in time. But this time of my life is going to fucking fly by, and I'm going to continuously guide my external life until it finds its way into that dream world, basically, that I feel inside of me. It's hard not to get caught in like the physical reality of things. It's hard not to just wake up in the morning and be like, okay, this is my life and I'm doing fucking good and I love my life and I'm working towards things and I do get excited about things and I have fun and I have amazing people in my life and like I'm doing really fucking well in my life. I'm at a really great place. So it's hard for me to not just wake up and live that life as if it's what I'm here for. It's like, okay, this is it. That's where I feel like I'm missing something big, because this kind of life would never be enough for me. I would suffocate with lack of meaning if I stayed in this apartment. And I don't know if the majority of it is just my physical environment, like this apartment, our neighbors, the fact that I live in a city, that suffocates me so heavily. And that is what keeps coming back to me when I think of what am I really missing in my life, because I'm not missing anything internally. I'm good with me. And I will always grow, and I will always work to become more and more of my ideal self, but I've honestly reached a place in myself where I'm fucking happy with where I am. And there's no negative emotion pulling at me. There's no like inner shadow like battling with me. I'm just me. And so when I think of what's really missing in my life, I just keep coming back to my living situation. Like, I'm suffocated here. I constantly hear screaming child and people yelling in another language and just like noise around me all the time that's not my own. And it's like being so fucking close to other people and their energy on a non-stop basis is exhausting to me, and I feel like it traps me, and I can't freely like express myself. It's like my inner self is like this vibrating ball of energy, and it's moving about itself in a very positive and amazing and loving way, and it moves around the world in a very positive and amazing and loving way, and it creates it's like it's doing its job, and it's an amazing self. It's a very healthy, excited, loving self that wants to get out into humanity and change things and just share its positivity. Anyways, I feel like being in this environment, it's like that bubble is incapable of going out because there's this negative, unloving, like shit energy constantly pushing up against me, and it's like I can't let my own shit out because there's all this other shit around me like pushing in on me. And like that makes total sense. I can feel like the energy of the city that I'm in. I can feel the energy of the household that I'm in. I feel it all. It has nothing to do with the things that I spend my time doing and the job that I have and the places that I go and whatever. It's all about my home life, because this is where I wake up every day. This is where I live my life from. This is my home place. And if that place isn't my ideal place, then I can't be free. Like, I need space. My soul needs a lot of space. And I need just nature to inspire me. Like, not only do I not have immediate access to nature and freedom, I need space and freedom and nature and beauty. And I need the freedom to create beauty in my house. And I need the external beauty and the external space and freedom to just see and be in the world. I'm just missing this home for myself to ideally emanate from. And again, at the beginning of this conversation, I had absolutely no idea where this was going to go. But it's ended up here. And so, basically, the only thing I can do is to, I don't know, it's like bring myself into that ideal home and want it bad enough that I like attract it into my life, I guess, in a way. But I also need to put myself in that ideal life in my mind and in my spirit and psyche and whatever, because it will help me to consistently make daily decisions that actually guide me closer to that reality. Like, straight up just working as much as I can saving my money as much as I can and not spending it on things that might elevate this reality so temporarily and cost money. I want to be able to save my money and just be content with where I am so that I can use that money to get out of this place, because that is the number one thing that I want to do. I'm happy, but I'm not happy here. And I can love my life while I'm here, and I do, and I will. Like, I swear to God, I love my life here. I do. But I'm missing what I need. I'm missing what I need, and I'm fucking soaring at that. That inner flame is like constantly like zapping out, and it's like this is what you need. This is what you want. This is what your life is meant to be. And so I need to keep that inner flame like stoked the fuck up so that it drives me to be able to have the freedom to buy a house, honestly, and to live in a place that fuels my soul and gives me the freedom and the space and the nature and the beauty to express myself. And literally the only thing stopping me from getting there is money. That is the only thing. like literally, it comes down to my pile of debt and chipping away at that and finding a way to make enough money, and then praying to God that my ideal place, the place that I truly have what I need, at least over the next season of life, that place finds its way to me at the right time when I can afford to buy it. And I believe 100% that is going to happen in the next year and a half, but hopefully a year. And I guess I just need to take it seriously. I need to just let it be in my awareness every day, because I could do something every day that will bring me closer to that life. And I don't want to be obsessed with it. I don't need to go crazy waiting for it. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be happy until I get it, because I am happy and I will always be happy. But that's where I'm at, and that's where I'm heading. So thanks for being here with me on this journey into my inner self and my desires and my just me. So see ya in the next one, wherever that is.